Welcome to another episode of the Heavy Set Podcast. A time for Black people to be themselves rather than be conscious, outrageous, a little disrespectful, just never malicious. Today we're talking about finances.
From your perspective, how do you determine success?
Success to me is what you make it. So like, if I like to buy something and I can take care of my kids, I can pay my bills, pay my mortgage, jack off some money, I can go to that outlet, fuck up something on Amazon. All that's success to me. And then it depends on what you want in life. Like I don't feel like everybody's success is the same. Like I know you look at everybody like entertainers and shit like that is successful, but I feel like people around me are successful. Like if you got a job and can go do that, or you can take care of your business, that's success. That's an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really
Fact.
a fact. Yeah, exactly. Thing that's like some of us be successful at working out. You know what I mean? But I just feel like as far as finances, it's just some people marry well. You know what I'm saying? So like it depends on how you do that because you can meet somebody and come up instantly. You know, the average woman could.
Well, I just feel like success is, like you said, just being happy and content with what you got.
What do you do to make yourself happy? Handle successful.
Man, just being able to take care of my kids and my family.
Well, I get up every day, like 7 days a week, and come to work. That's how I get successful. I get that ass up. Get the fuck
Well,
up. That's what I do. You
I
know
do
what I mean?
that too. I work, I work. I work hard. And I just don't. A lot of people would think that I have a lot of money, but I don't. I just work hard and I don't live above my means. And take care of my family. And like you said, if I want to be able to go buy me a little toy or something, I can do that.
Depends on the individual, what it is that you are trying, what is your goals? What is it that you're trying to achieve? So if, getting up, going to work every day, taking care of your kids, your family, your household, whatever makes you peace. I mean, as far as peaceful, being able to do what you want to do, to me is success. So, it depends on the individual. That's my.
So I feel like I'm successful because I was a single mother. I took care of my kids all by myself. I struggled. I lived in the projects, but I also went to school, got my life together, went and got me some little certificates and stuff, and I am successful today.
So you said your walk made you successful.
My walk, just a lot of the stuff that I went through in life.
Got it out and got out of it.
It just made me learn from my mistakes, and I try not to repeat those mistakes. So therefore, like I said, I find myself to be very successful in my eyes.
I would agree.
Okay. I think hard work makes, gets you to success.
Small
Yeah.
goals to big goals to bigger goals.
So it get you money.
Hard work.
You just got to get knowledge.
So what if you making money but you're not saving it?
But you just jack.
Well,
That don't
Are you
mean that.
successful then?
Fail to plan to fail. Simple.
Yeah, so I feel like if you're gonna be successful as far as money, you gotta invest in how to keep it going. I don't feel like just because you get to a certain amount of money, you're successful. I feel like the money has to keep going, and like I need my offspring to be successful too. So like what I do need to be continued for the success. Yeah, the generational wealth. But I don't really feel like just because you got money means you're successful. Because a lot of people get money, but they don't keep it. So it's like, what's the plans on keeping the money as far as being successful?
How do you feel like the community helps you to impact you the way you spend money and the way you save it, or the way you grew up?
Well, my mom was a saver. My dad was a saver, but I wasn't a saver.
Okay.
I blew all mine. But I learned that you do need to save because instances do come up when you be up shit creek, you don't got nobody to call on, and you be messed up. So the community told me stay on my A game because at the end of the day, you don't got nobody but yourself.
Shit. I done had it, lost it, had it, lost it, probably like 2 or 3 times. And I'm getting it together now. So it take a little minute, but like they said, it's all about hard work and how far you want to get with it and what you want to do in life.
I feel like the part as far as you making it, I kind of feel like if you don't have like a friendship, you ain't gonna make it. Like me, I'm not the person that's gonna be like keep saving money. I'd rather invest my money than save it. So like, and then I got alliances. Like I use people. My people are like the people I save my money with. So the people I'm dealing with are usually the people that I can borrow from. So like I wouldn't have to necessarily go to the bank to get $1,000. I would just ask my friends, and even if it was like $100 each, 10 friends, I would still have that $1,000. So like my investment isn't really as far as money, it's in the people. Because I know plenty of people who don't spend their money. Like she's saying, she saves, so I can't even be your friend if you tell me no shit like that. Cause I'm gonna use it. You know what I mean? Like you can't even be my friend and be like, oh, I got 10,000. Cause why is it sitting there? You could be making money with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand people who do that, but it doesn't make sense to make money and then just have the money and you're not using it to make more money. So no, I don't. I mean, for me, saving is one thing, but I feel like the investment. Once you acquire the money, I feel like investing it. Even if I invested in the people that I'm borrowing from, like if I'm up now, then they go down. You know what I mean? It's still like a bartering system.
Well, what if you are like, you don't really have the money to save? You know what I mean? What if you working and you really working just to pay bills and take care of your family and stuff like that?
Well, I feel like, yeah, okay, so I understand that, right? So I would say to somebody who was broke, right? I would work hard. Like I would work harder than not. Like I would work more jobs so that I wouldn't have to be struggling. I would like make it to where I would work 2 jobs, don't spend no money. And that's another thing. The only way to have money is not to spend money. You know what I'm saying? Like if you making money, why spend it? You should make the money, then you can have the money. So you stack it till it don't matter.
But when you say spend money, how can you not spend money?
So that when I'm saying spend money, it means go buy a loaf of bread and some ground beef instead of going to Wendy's and spending that $5. So you can eat twice instead of once. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Cut back expenses.
Well, I mean, like, it's cool to be cool, but you can't just like I'm wearing Nautica. I'm not gonna wear no Gucci. I would never do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather my kids, the extras, I would give them to have. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I would do the same thing in some lower class shit than I would in the same. I mean, that's cool and all, but that shit ain't really necessary in my book. Like, you know what I mean? Like my car, I got a black eye in my car right now. I don't borrow none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch driving good as hell. You know what I'm saying? So like, I understand people who want to do that, but I'm gonna invest my like. Also, I would buy a big ass gold chain before I would buy a car. But that's just me, because I know I can flip and flop that money. You know what I'm saying? As far as with the gold. Now, as far as like cars and stuff like that, yeah. But it would have to be something sweet to really get some money out of it.
Can you become successful without finance?
Fuck no. Not as a man. I don't feel like no man can be like I talk to that shit with my kids. Like, I kind of like press the issue because you do feel that like the pressure of being a man without no money because you can't really do shit. And then the way shit is set up, you can't really entertain them. I was like, you hear the girls in the music. If you ain't got no money, it's a rap. You know what I'm saying?
But you know how many house dudes it is walking around that just sit in the house and they play house money while the woman out here working.
But you gotta realize, and with that man, right, that's cool because you got a lot of women in our community, in the black community, the women have more jobs than the men. Most men got felonies, especially in Columbus.
So you know how many companies get tax breaks and all these extra things because they hire felons?
They do, okay, but listen now. But as being a man, right, you might get hired on a job and you're a felon, but that job isn't the job you really want because the job is a lower paying job. You know what I mean? Like, this dude might be making $34 an hour, you making 17 because you're working in a felon job.
And that
You know what I'm
goes
saying?
back to being like some dudes be content about situation they in. Like, I ain't gonna. I gotta go.
Well, I
get
mean,
some type of-
because I want to say that because I was in a situation before where I was fucked up and it was the female that put me on my toes. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on her shit and allowed me to live on her shit where like I didn't really live there, but I was allowed to. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But that allowed me to motherfucking get on my toes. So I ain't gonna shit on no nigga that,
Well,
especially
she
if
know
you
you
do it
have
right.
potential.
I'm not saying
She,
that.
I mean, that's what
she
you're
know
looking
you
for.
have potential, but everybody don't got potential. Some people just want to be a son.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying that's on her though. Cause you let that dude do that. That's not the, you know what I mean? But I don't want to get off the topic as far as that. I'm just saying, but there are men and women. Like I feel like women get off that on these niggas. Like when you got a nigga that's up, you feel me? It's a whole lot of motherfucking Benny Hannas and shit going on that wouldn't be going on. You know what I'm saying? So like success also is a couple. A couple, like, you can have two more hardworking people and get in a whole better position. You feel me? Like, and I could be working at White Castles, motherfucking taking care of the electric, gas, and water. You know what I mean? And you can have a boss job.
That's a partnership.
That's what
Not-
I'm saying.
Not everybody bringing everything together.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Separately, though.
But then, I don't really feel like everybody should. I'm not gonna be the head nigga and then you just hop on. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you gotta show me success too. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if you working at Wendy's. Shit, how many hours you work?
I need somebody equal to me.
But as a female, I would understand that. You know what I mean?
Because when I go out to eat, I don't want to be paying for both our meals.
Why you going out to eat?
Because I want to.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mind. Don't get it twisted now. I will pay at times.
Well,
Not every time.
so you feel bad paying for the meal then?
Hell yeah.
I would feel bad if I took somebody out too.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
paid
not
for the meal.
babysitting these.
But you see that type of pressure though?
I don't mind if
I
I
would.
I would feel like less of a woman if I took a man out and I was paying for the meal all the time.
All the
Not
time.
all the time.
Anytime.
All the time. Okay.
I
Look, if we on the first date,
Hold on, yo.
if we on the first date, I'm going out with a guy. First of all, I'm not gonna go with him anyway if I know he ain't got no money.
Okay.
And I'm
How
gonna know
would you
that.
know that?
I'm gonna know that because I'm gonna know that. Because if he ain't got no car, he got a raggedy car that's making all kind of noises.
I'm all right.
Or if he ain't dressed properly.
Oh my God.
Or I'm gonna know about how he talking or whatever.
$20
You know what I'm saying?
I give me a
And I
whole
know there
$20.
are guys that ain't in the material thing. Cause I'm not a material person at all either.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted.
But you do take care of yourself.
He could be testing you though.
Fuck all that.
Well, you know what? I ain't no tester.
I'm gonna ask who paying. Like, you insist
Oh,
on
I'ma
me
make it
on
clear.
before we even go.
I'm gonna make it clear.
So
who pays.
now listen. Now you see the pressures of men having to be successful. Like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like it's already. And then I'm just saying it's one girl that's cool, but then you got that friend. Like hell no, you know what I'm saying? Or that mom and sister. So that's what I'm saying. Like
Well, I
niggas
just
have
want
to
an
be
equal
way.
partnership.
Well, I mean, what's equal?
Different people get different.
Equal is that we can do. Well,
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Money
I
though.
mean, but everybody needs finances, regardless, man, woman, whatever. You gotta be cost of it. So, I mean, I think everybody has to have money.
But so that's not success though.
It's
People
not-
have money, but that's not successful. Like successful is like having what you want. You know what I mean?
But
Like-
you were explaining why a man has to have money.
Exactly.
And I was saying everybody has to have money,
Yeah.
not just a man.
No, what I'm saying, but it's not morally right for the woman to pay. We just cleared this up. It's not morally right for the men to pay. So with that being said, it's more off on the man. And on top of that, women don't have the strike of the felons as much as the men. So like that hurts men, man. Like I know motherfuckers don't really look at that shit, but when you get a felony, that's fucked up.
But that was your decision, though.
But like how
At
Like,
that
your
time,
decision
at that
was
time.
by having a felon,
That's like having a girl
it
get
could be
pregnant.
success for him to get out of jail and then get a job. You know what I'm saying?
You
Well, I don't care about the record if
It's
motherfuckers doing
success for a
something.
felon to get out of jail
And get a job, exactly.
That's a
Just to
success.
work for a motherfucker who haven't had a job is successful. I know niggas that work and got more money than niggas who don't work. I mean, who do other things. Like, shit, motherfuckers got bigger money and they spend more money. You know what I mean? But some people don't do that. Some people save every dollar.
Well, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you want a woman that's broke?
No.
Okay, so.
But most men deal with women that are broke. We ain't like you. We ain't gonna be like, oh, this broke ass bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Really? Yeah.
Nah.
Do you really want a girl that don't have no finances,
I'll
don't
take
have no
a-
good credit, don't have no nothing? Like, you want a girl
Come
like
up here.
that?
Come to the table.
So you don't mind if you go over to her crib, but her mattress and stuff on the floor and.
Nah, because I've been in that position. I've
Ah.
been in positions. What's wrong with that? I mean, we're talking about
It
potential.
depends.
Looks can be deceiving.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
when I met my wife, I was on the bus. I had 3 cars, but my license was messed up.
Okay.
So you was like, ooh, hold up. Y'all at you. And she went for it.
She went for it.
That's, and that's the motherfucker be wanting.
But you told her you had a car. What your
No, I didn't
situation
tell her.
was?
I didn't tell her. The first time I asked her to go out, she was thinking, like, how we gonna get there on the bus? She didn't know I had 3 cars at home. My license was messed up, so I didn't really want to drive.
So was she on the bus with you?
Yeah.
Oh, you better not say nothing to me then.
She had a car.
I don't know. I don't remember.
See, and that's the
You
thing I'm
married
talking
her.
about with niggas.
Yeah, I don't remember at the time.
Oh,
It was 21 years ago.
Oh, back then a lot of people took the bus.
Is there some tips that somebody can share about a way of saving money, like practical tips?
Oh, I can't help
a way of
that.
sharing money.
Don't live above your means.
That's what I got.
Yep, don't live above your means. I think it's don't live above your means. I think it's really kind of hard to save money when you got bills, kids, and everything
Don't try to
going
keep
on.
up with the Joneses.
Well,
Don't let
I think the only
social
way
media
you,
influence you.
I tell my kids, the only way you really gonna make money and get rich is having multiple incomes. You're not gonna get it from just one income.
Don't let social media influence you. Because keeping up with the Joneses is
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
And that's true though. I feel like everybody can just stay in their lane. Like everybody can't drive the same. That's how you crash.
Stop the competition.
Spend wisely.
But I will say for me, I am not a very good like saver. Like I will say for emergency funds, but I like to spend my money. So the only way I'm going to personally save is if I give the money to my mom. That's the only way I'm going to say because my mom not going to give it back. I am not a good saver. So if any of you guys have suggestions, I'm open to hear those.
A good way to save money is not to spend money. So your earnings you shouldn't spend. You should pay your bills first, and then when you pay your bills, then you spend. But don't spend right away. You know what I mean? Like everybody want to spend their money right away. I feel like you should shop online, but like window shop. You know how you like shit? Put it in the bag, and then just leave that shit there. And then see if you really want it like a few weeks later. You know what I'm saying? If you really want it, go get that shit. I think every 10,000 you should spend 1,000. Like so you say the 9, but you got that 1,000 to like that's successful, like a celebration or something. You know what I mean? So that way you ain't like just saving and not doing nothing with your shit. And then I think saving money is successful too. Like I've been broke hella times, right? So like I was broke so fucking bad, like I just wanted a blunt a day. If I could just smoke a blunt a day, I was cool, right? So once I got so bad, I just started making up my mind like I'm just going to spend small. So I just had a blunt a day. That was my little party for the day. And then I didn't spend no money. So I went from saving like $5. The $5 went to 10. The 10 went to 50. The 50 went to 500. The 5 went to 5 bands. I'm like, oh shit. And I ain't spend no money, right? And when I did that shit, like I didn't have nothing. Like I wasn't looking like, I ain't look nice. I ain't give a fuck. The shit I had, I just kept it. Like I would iron my clothes, wash my shit cold type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I be learning that shit from my niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying as far as like, if people just accept you for who you are. Oh, and another thing for niggas, just get one girl. That's a good way to save money. If you ain't trying to fuck a whole bunch of bitches, you are gonna have some money, believe me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fuck your bag up, bro. That time, that money, that time you fucking with her, that fuck you up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about to my young niggas though. Older niggas already know that. But I'm just saying, women cost. So get you a motherfucker that you fuck with, that you really like, and she like you, and the girls too. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that spending money everywhere, that dumb spending, that hurt you in the end. Because it's been times, man, I had 10,000 saved. Next thing I know, a few months later, I only got $100. And I'm like, man, what the fuck just happened in 2 months? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, You got a motherfucking money is like sensitive. That shit like water. You know what I mean? Almost like sex without no condom on. This shit is, You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with that shit.
If you employ, get deferred comp or get a savings account where you can only take money out for emergencies. With deferred comp, you pay a certain amount bi-weekly, and let's say you get an emergency expense, somebody passes away, you're about to get evicted, certain things. And if you got 401k, some 401ks let you withdraw money to put a down payment on the house.
Okay, so what's an emergency though?
Emergency could be like emergency medical expense, a medical bill, somebody passed away, if you're about to lose
So somebody comes
your
with some
house.
PlayStations, I can't get it.
So what?
Some PlayStations.
Not with deferred comp.
They
No,
take a
because
lot of, they take a lot of taxes out when you take that
yeah,
out.
they take. I think it's 10%. With mine,
Yeah.
it's
That's too
10%.
much.
So like you see what you talking about. This is like you was educated on it. So who educated you on this topic that you're talking about?
My coworkers.
Okay.
So what about the person that just does not have the extra money to save? What advice do you give to them?
Cut back. Cut
Cut
back.
back on what?
Cut
You
back.
only have money enough
Cut
to
back.
pay
Like,
your bills.
Get another job.
Okay.
you know, like if you get SNAP and certain things, you can get a lower phone bill, you can get a lower cable bill because your kids can go to school in person and remote. It's a lot of things. You can get on like an electric bill plan, a gas bill plan. It's a lot of plans.
And you can
PIP, all that stuff.
quit buying shit.
Yeah, quit buying
Fuck
things that you
hair,
don't
fuck
need.
The nails, fuck that out to eat.
You gotta
Yeah.
grind. You
That
gotta
shit.
go on
Cut
the grind
back.
mode.
If you work hard, you got to treat yourself.
Who said that? Who made that shit up? If you work hard, you gotta treat
you wanna
yourself.
do something for yourself.
No, you gotta build that
But
up.
you can't,
You
I
can't-
get that,
You
building.
can't celebrate until you got victory.
Is that
If you-
celebrating?
it is,
keeping
it
yourself
is.
together?
It may be a small
That's
victory
not
to
keeping
some
yourself
people.
together, huh?
It might be small victory to some people.
It is a small. No, I'm not saying that. No, listen, that's not what I'm saying.
You like your haircut, right?
He
No, come
bald.
on here.
But
Fuck
I'm
with me.
saying, I know you
Fuck
cut
with
your
me.
own hair, but say you didn't, right?
Right.
So therefore, if
I'm
you
a big-
had a job and you was working and you really only have money to pay your bills every week or every 2 weeks, right? You still want your hair cut.
Right, but I'm gonna find something to do with myself. Like my shit bald, so I'm gonna cut it bald. If
But
I
A
don't
lot
work.
of times being successful, it comes with sacrifices. You gotta
Right.
cut some stuff off.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
what I'm
you gotta
saying.
go. Like,
And that's what be hard to get through, motherfuckers. They don't be wanting to hear that.
But I'm speaking for, those that go to work every day. They might have kids, families they have to take care of, and they really are like penny pinching
Mhm.
to save money.
So now your kids got to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to.
That's stressful. They gotta worry about their education. I ain't about to stress my kid to get no job.
Aren't you stressed as an adult?
But I'm an adult and I bore that child.
All right, so listen.
So
like,
it's my burden
I
to
feel
make
like-
sure that they got everything
every
they want.
kid should start off paying bills young, so that way they get the hang of things. When you doing that shit and then you like everybody like you 18, so you should pay bills. Hell no, how you gonna pay some shit you ain't never did before and do it successfully?
that's
that
true.
shit is crazy as fuck.
That's true.
Like that's some dumb shit. You
Like-
gotta be able to. You gotta get practice.
true.
That's why motherfuckers move back home.
but some people don't even know how to do a money order when they get out of.
That's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
trying to
So-
tell you, man. You can't do
Oh,
that. You
feel
can't
me?
make like.
But that should be taught in the home by your parents.
What if you ain't got a parent?
Right.
You don't have a
Self-taught.
parent, nobody you look at.
Well, they teach that in schools now. They teach it in middle school and high school.
So look, you got people right now that have parents, right? But they still have problems budgeting. Like I woke up to my mom crying one time. You know what she was crying about? She was cutting up credit cards. You know what I'm saying? And that scarred me so much that I didn't even start using credit till I was like 42. I never used the shit. Cause I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then my friends having bankruptcies and shit. Like if you don't got it, man, why even fuck with it? You know what I mean? Like you still somebody without it. Like that come with friends and shit. Like my friends hold me down, even if I ain't got it. Niggas gonna give me something more. They gonna talk to me in a manner to where I still feel good about myself. You know what I mean? I know, but that's everybody should have that. Everybody should have a friend that's an optimist. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you got hella motherfuckers that be fucked up. But if you don't see the light, you gotta. That's what the alliance is. Like you might, I might have a vision, but if you just give me a chance, I can make it work. But if you just looking at the money and like, oh, I'm gonna keep buying George and shit, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be if you always do the same thing, you always get the always. What is it? If you always do the same shit, you always get the same whatever.
Oh, well, can I say something? So me, I'm about to be 47, already done raised my kids and stuff like that. I felt like I sacrificed all through those years. I'm spending mine. Okay, I'm buying whatever I want. I'm going wherever I want. I'm eating whatever I want. Period.
They grown. You allowed.
Okay, so now with that being said, like she can do that, but as far as like a man and being successful, I really like. And now this is just my personal belief.
Yeah.
I don't feel as successful. Like I can be successful. I cut hair, so I'm successful in that. But I don't feel successful unless my kids have something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like
I get you.
I should leave urban and these niggas is just stuck. You know what I mean? Like, cause you like I'm old. I still ask my aunt for help. Oh, Shawty, you pay this bill real quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm a baller or nothing. I'm just saying like I don't feel like nobody's out of the
But like-
proximity of being fucked up.
Like what
know
you just
I mean?
said, some people they frown upon that, but you supposed to have that. Like you supposed to have those people coming around. Like those people. Everybody don't talk about stuff like that. They
Yeah,
rather
like,
just leave
it's
that
called
alone.
OPM. It's called
You feel
other
me?
people's money.
Yeah,
Shout out to Mr. Barnum.
Yeah.
He showed me that in the presentation.
Ain't that credit?
Yeah, it's
Still
credit.
credit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you use other people's money, but it's like in that realm, you gotta just be on your word. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't ask me for $100 and they don't give you my $100.
Mm.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of being successful. Your face card is a lot of success.
That's true.
Like,
That's
cause
true.
niggas will shoot you
true.
down. I might go to her like, hey, let me get 100. But she like, that nigga, he owe me 200. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep that shit cool because credit go way further than just the banks. You know what I'm saying? Because we need each other. So if you ain't paying people back and doing all that dumb shit, it's kind of like you fucked up your credit. You know what I mean? Like, what's the China code? Like social credit. You think it's got social credit, but niggas been having social credit. Niggas will talk about you really need social media. If you owe motherfuckers some money, they gonna tell us, nigga, like,
So
leave
so
that nigga alone.
so how much does finances play the role of in a relationship?
Everything to me.
Oh, big role.
It can make
Well,
or break.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't happy without it, right? I
Well-
mean, anybody that their money is funny, you gonna have, it puts you in a certain type of mood, and that's not good.
I get you.
So,
Yeah. You shouldn't be pursuing a relationship if your finances ain't ready.
Okay, now is that for men and women?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly, for both.
You're supposed to help each other.
In a
I've
relationship.
been married 21 years. Me and my wife have never had an argument about finances.
That's awesome.
That's what's up.
Never.
Okay, so let me ask you this though, because I'm arguing. Because for real, I need to know, like, if I'm in a relationship, I need to know everything you get. Motherfucker. And then, listen, also, I need to take that and be able to move with that, with your money.
oh yeah.
Like, your money, if I'm in a relationship, your money is my money
What
too.
type of relationship is it?
My relationship.
Well,
If
we
I'm in
don't
a
know.
relationship, nigga, that money is
What
me.
type of relationship
And this
is
ain't,
it?
I just told you, even with my niggas. Nigga, this my nephew. Nigga, what you got? Nigga, I'm trying to call this nigga like, hey, you got $50? You got 100? I need that shit. I call my kids with that shit. I call my niggas. No, bro. Hell no. I'm not getting in no relationship if niggas ain't moving like I'm
But
moving.
you can't just take her whole paycheck.
I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about men and women.
Yeah,
Like,
but
if you
know what
my
they
friend,
just like.
nigga, I need that. Period.
A relationship is like a partnership, so where the other one falls short, you're supposed to pick it up with no issues.
But also, got to be structured, like, quit falling short. 'Cause you
No,
can't just keep
no,
doing that.
it happens.
Life. It's life. Life
It
happens,
happens.
man.
Like, I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying,
Things is gonna happen, and
don't start that bullshit.
it
I was
done
with
been
somebody
times-
almost 20 years, and when somebody fell short, because it wasn't always 50-50, 60,
Yeah.
I mean 60-40, it was 30-70, you supposed to pick up where your partner leave off, and then y'all learn from y'all mistakes and keep going.
In that relationship, did that continue to happen or was it?
Once in a while, catastrophic event. It wasn't all the time, but we knew it needed to be done, and we did it, and we worked to set the next goal and complete it.
That's how you do that?
Also, did you have a budget?
What you mean
See,
a budget?
see,
What do you
that's
mean
why
a budget?
you're innocent.
Like our bills was paid, we had everything that we needed and most of what we wanted.
Well, I just don't. I just feel like as far as like I ain't married or nothing like that, right? But I don't spend as much money by myself as I would in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
It's two
So-
people,
Yeah,
not
two.
one.
No, let me explain. I don't fuck with holidays. I don't fuck with Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit.
He took the easy route out.
No, I took the hard way.
Cheap.
I ain't cheap at
You
all.
tight. Why you so tight like
It's
that?
I'm not tight.
But
about
if your
everybody
partner
like this.
celebrates it, you supposed to be a partner with her and
No,
help her
listen,
do whatever
listen
needs to
up.
be done.
That little holiday money, I would
Give
take
us
that
something else.
and use that for business. Like that little $1,000, $2,000 you spend on Valentine's days and Christmases and shit. That shit is business money. That's your startup money, but you didn't jack it off.
But that's a
Don't fuck your
partnership though,
business.
because it's
Huh?
What if she don't want nothing to do with your business?
No, I'm just saying as far as currency. Money is a current event. It's not like you can't have money now and then don't have it down the road. You got to keep having that shit coming in. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why people get into them hard roads because the money is keep still coming in.
So that comes with
That's
planning.
what that's
Yeah,
how you
I
get forced to get
agree
retired.
to do
I mean,
that.
Putting it
when you
down.
retire, you get a retirement, you get a pension.
To do that.
Because you still got to live, right? Now, you ain't living like you was, but you still got to have something to live off of. So, like, instead of that, I would create something that I can still live off of instead of just like, oh, shit. Like our parents, right? Once they die, they get their little pension and all that. They're on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like a real hard budget. You know what I mean? So, like, you don't get to do what you want to do. Ain't no new cars and all this shit.
So
It
fixed income.
depends. It
Fixed
depends
income.
on your 401k. It
It
depends
do.
on Social Security. You know, you depending on how many years you put into the work field, how
Right.
much Social Security you getting, and like I said, it depends on your
Let's see.
savings on top of your 401k.
Okay, so look.
reverse mortgage.
They still, hold on now. Now, you still got to set them out. You got your 401k, you got your pension, and what else you just said? Your retirement.
Your
right?
monthly Social Security
Right.
that you earned. So with all those three, that might have gave you a nice little chunk. Not saying that you can't keep spending because ain't
Now,
nothing coming
now
in.
let's stop right there. When you can't keep spending, I don't want to go through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have a job or something that's bringing a business that's bringing in more income so I don't have to stop my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not a fixed
now I'm
income
doing-
then.
Hell yeah. Like, I'm in a lifestyle. I'm not about to change my lifestyle because I couldn't keep up with the current events. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, you got to keep going. And that's where niggas get tired and niggas get comfortable and then that's when you get fucked up.
But some
So
people
you keep
retire and be okay. It just depends on
I haven't
the
met
person.
nobody that's retired and be okay.
I
That's-
do.
I feel
Everybody I
like-
know that's retired be like, well, you know I'm retired, I'm on the budget.
I do.
Like when I'm
because-
asking for a $50 haircut, they like, I'm retired. Like, nigga, what?
That
They
come
want a
with
discount.
that come with
Yeah,
ground rules
exactly.
too,
You know
though.
what I'm saying? Like, nigga, because they know, nigga, this shit is coming to an end.
But some people, like I said,
Well, my mom got
you
money.
just don't
She
know
retired.
anybody. But there are people out there that have retired and they can live and do the things that they want to do. They travel, they do other things
Right.
they want to do. But also, I mean, you can invest it in stocks with, you know, bonds, different things like that. So then your money always can continue to grow while you're retired.
That's another thing. Like, I feel like the trips gotta stop. Motherfuckers be doing all these trips, and you going on a trip coming home broke. What are you
Oh, yeah, I
doing?
mean,
bro?
that don't make sense.
What? Motherfuckers go on trips and come home broke.
That don't make sense, of course, but I mean,
That's the average though.
No,
I don't know. I'm not going on a trip
I don't
if I
come
can't
home
go
broke
home,
after
go and
That's-
spend my
that's-
money and come back and still take care of my
No,
bills
that's not. You don't
and
understand
stuff
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
Just like you
My
said.
mom would be somebody that not
So-
gonna do that.
But you gotta have a peace of mind at some point in your life,
I get you.
amongst you working hard and building that success.
But can you
if
afford
a trip,
that?
if a trip is what gets you that peace,
That's cap
then that's
though.
what you
Okay,
need.
let me say this
Yeah.
right. I never heard my grandma like, I went to Miami.
That's different times.
No, I'm just saying your grandparents ain't do that
That's
shit.
different.
No,
My
I'm
grandma
just saying,
Yes,
like,
she
what
did.
the fuck? No, I do know what she
Making
did.
She was in the
Nigga,
Cuban club.
She was getting that bag. Listen, she was getting that bag. My
It's
grandma was getting
different
that.
times.
It is different times, but I'm just telling you, niggas is broke as fuck. Why? How can niggas have more money back then than niggas have now? Especially with all the technology. No, niggas just spending way too
Who
much
said,
money.
who said that was the case, though? How do we know that? Is
The average person don't have $5,000 in the bank. That's what we do know. The average American does not have $5,000 in the bank.
But The average person may not have $5,000 in the bank, but they may have good credit, so they can go to the bank
But
and get
credit is
$5,000.
still a debt.
Or it
All right,
doesn't
look.
matter.
Credit
You
is
still
still a debt.
have that to
No, you don't have it.
to
It's a
pull
debt.
you.
All right, so
do.
look, sometimes like instead of supporting the community, go support other people. Like instead of spending $1 with your people, they won't do that. You know what I mean?
Or they want a discount because
Yeah.
they know you, and it don't work like that. You'll
Business
pay,
is business.
right, you'll pay full price for somebody else, so why you won't pay full price for somebody that you know?
Well, I think people don't, they like, everybody want, like, with black people, you know, we like to do the new shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to be different
Keep
in
it
that
up.
manner. But the thing about it is that you don't see enough of it. Like the people who really have the money, like I said, they hold on to the money. Like I don't even know where a black corner store is. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So you got to start small first. Once you go and see black people with corner stores, and then you start,
Right.
then you got to remember, like, we are in Columbus, Ohio, so we got a lot of successful businesses as far as with blacks. But everybody can't cook soul food. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Everybody can't do a barber. So like you gotta like expand your horizons, and then people gotta know who you are. You gotta like market yourself. When you're in a business, you gotta market yourself so people know that you are in business. So that I can spend my dollar with you. Because I'll fuck with you even if I ain't even wear this shit. I'll still buy it just so you will have that dollar. Because I do like to spend with blacks, you know what I mean? But if there's nowhere, or if I'm going there and you closed and shit like that, like, niggas not
You ain't-
doing that
you
shit,
ain't got
bro.
nothing in there.
We're leaving my
Yeah,
food
let
out
me
to
have
dinner
a
and
full
shit like
line.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how you treat your business is how I'm gonna treat you. You know what I mean? So like, just with my business, like, I feel like when I cut somebody's hair, I'm gonna give you the best I got. I'm not gonna fuck around, and I'm gonna respect your time. So that's where the business part comes in, as far as like me spending my dollar with you. You gotta control your establishment too. Like, I don't want to come in there and niggas is hanging outside. You scare me, bro. Because I don't know if I'm gonna pop something. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of things with black businesses. Then again, too, a lot of black businesses don't put their businesses in their neighborhood. Like you'll find people will take their businesses somewhere far as
Right.
fuck.
You're right.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like,
Facts.
damn, I can't even get there. I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? But
Facts, though.
this motherfucker across town. Like, nigga, why you ain't put that shit where niggas is at?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you see everybody, every other nationality.
They come
you know what I'm
together
saying?
though,
Yeah,
bro.
no. They
Like our
come in all
community don't come
neighborhoods.
together. Like
Trying to tap into a
Wanna be
bigger
everywhere
dollar.
else.
Huh?
Trying to tap into a bigger dollar.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like, if you take all the people, like, if you take 5 people and they open up a little what are them called? Where you farmers market, right? I would go there and get my little watermelons and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you will be successful because everybody will come. But we gotta do something else besides the food truck. Now, food truck is the #1 business, but we have to have more businesses for it to support. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna say something about the black businesses. I kind of have an issue supporting them at times because I find out the quality of service that I get from the
Okay,
African American
okay.
Yeah.
You right though. You right.
companies and stores and products and stuff like that. Because there's been a couple times I went to the black markets or whatever. I got poor quality service. The workers had attitudes. They price hiked everything. You know, then I went there again to try them out. They weren't open. They had lunch, you know,
Yeah.
or you order your product, you don't get it. You know, I feel like I want to support the black businesses, but we got to get our game
You
up
right.
on the quality services that are provided.
Because it's more than just running a
Thank you,
business.
black
You right. There's more to it. You got to be a customer service. You got to be etiquette.
I-
all that.
All right, so let me
Absolutely.
say this about customer service, though. Hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because black people have an unwritten rule. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I wouldn't give a fuck what I was doing in this business. If you support me, support me. I'm not saying, like, everybody's going to be on Dean, but come on, y'all. Y'all got to have a heart. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I wasn't there yesterday, but nigga, come back tomorrow.
That's coming together though.
Yeah, because like for real, I might have a bit like people don't understand when you got a business. Most time
That's
niggas
a lot
start
though,
businesses with nothing.
Facts,
They
facts.
start with nothing, bro. So if you kind of like encourage them, they might come to
Keep
work on
going.
time. You know what I'm saying? But if you saying like, oh nigga, you ain't, no, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Other people don't do that. They encourage their people. So just encourage people to get better, cause they can. Because if they had the bag to start the business, they can have the bag to finish it if you support it. That's all. Like don't like Don't
And-
push them down. They're already down.
And the
There
pickup,
are-
Kindly suggest.
and the
There
pickup
are
on that.
classes on customer service skills.
Right.
There are all kind of
Right.
seminars where you can learn how to run your black business successfully. There's all kind of things that you can do, so there's no excuse for you. I'm sorry.
I just said have a heart.
Mm.
So let's be more
No,
perspective
we
on
are.
this, to how we can help the community and entrepreneurs included with this people.
Leo said.
Support your black-owned
You can't
businesses
leave it. You got to do the thing.
until they give you a reason. not
Tell
to.
others.
Right.
Just support your black owned business.
Yeah, so, go ahead.
Black people, we gotta learn how to tip. Not saying all black people, but some.
Period.
Come on, man.
Period.
I ain't saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? People give you their time, their quality, and everything, bro. Listen to you, Eric. I just got this, just show people you appreciate whatever they did for you. You know what I'm saying? I tip, so I feel everybody should tip. Not saying all the time. I know how it be rough sometimes, but
Nah,
for
for
real,
real.
man. Show people you appreciate them.
I'll tip, but if the price is already hiked up, the tip is gonna be minimal.
But see, that's the thing too. Like when you say hiked up, nobody has a problem with buying expensive brand names. You know what I mean? Like if somebody charges you something, especially for a service, I feel like you should give them what they want. But when you go in there buying them bags and niggas buying them belts and shit, you ain't even worried about that bag. You
gonna pay that
saved the
price
money.
for
Yeah,
it.
you got the money for it. When you
Facts.
get them J's, you ain't looking for a discount. They want 200 plus that motherfucking tax. You ain't get them when they got them, nigga. They want 300-400, and niggas come up with that bread. So it ain't that though. It's what you wanted to do, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like black businesses go through the most hassle when it comes to that. Like they want to give you the crumbs instead of the whole plate. Like man, come on, man. What are some myths that you found out that weren't true about credit?
Well, she has said that everybody start off with good credit.
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Facts.
Having no credit is like having bad credit.
Mhm.
So everybody don't start off with good credit, but I don't really have no other myths other than what she said. Let's.
So the myth I learned about having good credit or whatever is that you can have good credit, but if the age of your credit ain't good, you still can't get nothing.
So speak on the age of your credit.
So you need to have at least like 5 years,
Okay.
4 years of good credit. Like if you just got on your feet and you got a 750, you think you're about to go get a
Facts,
house or a
facts.
car or whatever, you
Long-
still can't get it because the age of
longevity.
your history
Mhm.
ain't old enough. So that's something they don't let y'all know. I had to learn that the hard way. And then when you get credit cards, don't get them because you have a 750 one day and a 486 the next because you didn't max that credit card out.
You got to have discipline with the credit. I put my kids on my credit. So say I had the credit card for 5 years. I put them as an authorized user on my credit. That gives them, it makes it look like they had the credit card for 5 years too. So that helps.
Yeah, that's called the piggyback. That's
Did you allow them to swipe it without your permission?
No ma'am.
Hell
No ma'am. My daughter just found out she got a 720 credit score. 18 years old.
18. That's what's
18.
Okay.
I done had her on my credit card for about 8 years.
They do have credit cards you can get for your kids. I got my daughter a Green Light, and it teaches her how to save, how to spend money certain places, how she utilizes her credit, and how she can invest it. So they do have alternate options for kids themselves.
All right, now I found out some. This for the entrepreneurs. This shit is crazy. So when you have your own business, the taxes is crazy. They take a lot of your taxes out. Then when it comes to credit, the credit part about it is you got to understand, like you got to have a bank account first, right? From a bank account, you have to have transactions in that bank account. From the all your transactions matter. So like you spending cash when you buying shit, don't do it. Just use your credit card because your credit card shows everything you're using, which allows more credit. You know what I mean? They go off of your transactions. Then it depends on, like, I pay my whole credit card off. I don't wait to pay a bare minimum or the lowest minimum. I pay the biggest one off because I'd rather be able to buy bigger items. Meaning like, I don't just want to buy a car or a house. They don't explain to you that you have to show big items when you're buying to buy like commercial buildings. When you want to buy a stock or you want to get that loan for money in the hundreds of thousands, you got to prove that you can earn this type of money. When you don't show that you can earn this type of money, that you'll never get there. So that's misleading because a lot of people think that you going the slow amount, you spending the bare minimum on your credit card is going to get you. Now I'm just talking about for our business owners. I'm not talking about people who just want a car or a house. I'm talking about when you really want to get up, you know what I mean? When you want to buy something, you got a lawn service, but now you want to get 8 lawnmowers. You have to show that. You have to show that business account. You got a personal account, you got a business account. You got to show you have a monthly history of making a certain amount of money. Like all this shit has to be documented before you can even really get into using their money, right? So then after they're using your money, you also have to have the business coming in. Like a lot of people get to the credit part, but then they don't even have the business to cover the credit. When you don't have the business coming in to cover the credit, you already in a downward spiral. So that's another thing that people don't really focus on. You gotta focus on what is your business and how much money your business is gonna bring in, like the successful amount, the rate, how many people do it, how many people in your town do it, the zoning, shit like that, you know what I mean? So like when you're dealing with credit, like you really do wanna deal with credit to where it's beneficial for you. Because everybody's credit isn't the same.